Hi, this is Drew with Daniels Ag Services with your Wilkins Ag Wire midday report. Got a mixed bag so far today. Corn and beans are lower while wheat is higher. If you're wondering why, you can basically look at the export sales report. They were lower in the overnight, but the export sales report came out with corn and beans below the trade expectations while wheat was above the trade expectations. And so as noted, corn and beans are lower and wheat is slightly higher. Not a whole lot of movement, not seeing much volatility right now. But they are mixed bags so far this morning. One thing I wanted to touch on real quick was the US dollar correlation to commodities. So typically when you've got a strong US dollar, you'll have weak commodities, and then vice versa, weak US dollar, strong commodities. So we've been seeing the grains lately kind of react adversely, or adverse based on what the dollar's been doing. So if we've had a higher dollar, kind of seen the grains go higher, lower dollar, grains go lower. So that's the one thing that some in the trade are kind of scratching their head about right now. Don't really have a good reason as to why that's the case. Basically, they could be just a little sloshing around to the markets and not be really correlated at all, just that we've seen that recently. But it is something we're keeping our eye on here, as we've seen it a couple of days when the dollar's had a huge rally, that it hasn't deterred the grain markets, and they've been higher. Yesterday, for example, was one of them. I believe last Friday as well. So that's one of the things that we're keeping our eye on here to see how that goes moving forward. As noted, when the dollar is higher, you'd likely see weaker grain prices, and when the dollar is lower, you'd likely see higher grain prices. And that's just kind of on a day-to-day basis. Obviously, we've had a pretty strong dollar here for a while now, and grain prices are way off. But just on a day-to-day basis, we haven't seen that correlation as strong as it has been in the past. So just one of the things we're kind of keeping our eye on here. But other than that, not really a whole lot of news in the grain markets. The export sales report was really the thing the trade had their eye on this morning. So that's all we've got for today. If you've got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.
This material is conveyed as a solicitation for entering into a derivatives transaction. This material has been prepared by a Daniels trading broker who provides research, market commentary, and trade recommendations as part of his or her solicitation for accounts and solicitation for trades. Daniels Trading, its principals, brokers, and employees may trade in derivatives for their own accounts or for the accounts of others. Due to various factors such as risk tolerance, margin requirements, trading objectives, short-term versus long-term strategies, technical versus fundamental market analysis, and other factors, such trading may result in the initiation or liquidation of positions that are different from or contrary to the opinions and recommendations contained therein. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future performance. The risk of loss in trading futures contracts or commodity options can be substantial, and therefore investors should understand the risks involved in taking leveraged positions and must assume responsibility for the risks associated with such investments and for their results. You should carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances and financial resources. You should read the risk disclosure accessed at www.danielstrading.com. Daniels Trading is not affiliated with, nor does it endorse any trading system, newsletter, or similar service. Daniels Trading does not guarantee or verify any performance claims made by such systems or services.